Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Do we have a lot to talk about today? Remember those silver icons from the beginning of FC26 that everybody was chasing after and then boosting up through Evos until EA stopped us from doing that because the cards got too good? Well, the news right now is these cards are going to be allowed in Evos again on purpose. And not only are we going to be able to evo these cards, we're going to be taking them to the power curve where it's at right now with 3 play style plus cards and stats into the 90s. That's the rumors with these World Tour Silver Superstars, but it's only these cards that are at a certain rating. We're going to talk about that today because that is a huge leak. That was one of the most fun parts of the earlier stages of this game that EA shut down, and now they're bringing it back. But also in terms of the leaks, we have the next Team of the Season cards leaked for Premier League TOTS coming this Friday, along with the Women's Super League and the EFL Championship. We got to take a look at those leaks. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, today on Tuesday might be the staple return of one of the guaranteed TOTS SBCs that we look forward to every single year on this game. Let's get into the conversation, guys. If you're excited for the video today, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, we're going to cover yesterday's Monday content first and started with a new surprise live event. It's called the Get Rich Quick League, where we have the Phantom Lobotka that was showing up on Footbin but nowhere in game, finally released here, along with a ton of coin boosts. There's actually 70,000 coins of coin boosts that are inside these rewards here in objectives. Now, these are not just coins that are given to you, and if I had one critique of this objective, that would be the thing. I wish instead of these coin boosts that EA was giving us, this would just be a coin consumable that you would just claim and get the coins instantly, but instead you have to go and play basically about 50 games to get these 70,000 coins, but it still is nice to be getting coins from an objective. Now, there's some really good packs in here too, like an 85 by 5, an 84 by 5, an 85 by 3, and then of course you get the Lobotka as the group reward. Now, this league is a 3 games per day refreshing league, and it's first to 3 game mode, so it's not going to take that long. But the most important thing is you kind of have to log in multiple days within the next week to get this done, because it's only 3 attempts per day, and according to the objective, you need to win 7 games to complete this whole entire objective path. It is win 7 and play 12 to get this done. So if you really need coins, you can go ahead and get this one done. It doesn't probably take too much time because it is only the first to 3 game mode. So you got 21 games, 7 days times 3 games per day to get 7 match wins to get these rewards and these coins. I like the idea of the Get Rich Quick League. I like EA giving us a lot of coins right now. I just wish they would just give us the coins and not a coin boost that then you have to go and play games to get the coin boost. So I like that, but I also am not a huge fan of it. Also, yesterday we had the TOTS Honorable Mention Africa and Europe connection with the Gift Links TOTS Honorable Mention card here. Lopez and Lukic inside of this objective as well with some packs. I got some of this done by just playing in my remaining Foot Champs games that we did yesterday. So that is there from objectives yesterday. On to evolutions, where we got to keep things moving. Looking at another small Evo called the Express Delivery. Guys, Evos right now are just not the best. Sure, you can create some really good chains still, and a lot of people are doing so, even with this Express Delivery Evo. But just in terms of Evo content, we are behind the curve. But again, like we talked about earlier in the week, EA is probably going to bring that up to speed maybe as soon as this Friday. We're going to have to see. The Express Delivery Evo is a max 88 left back or right back Evo that does give a couple of decent stat boosts and a couple of good playstyles. You've got Quick Stat Plus being the only playstyle plus that is boosted here. You do go +1 up to 89 rated for an 88 rated card. And honestly, for me, there's not a whole lot of left backs and right backs that I'm super interested in evolving. Maybe that Alvaro Carreras. Maybe you look at this as somebody that you could evo for the upcoming Premier League exhibition mode. So maybe this O'Reilly, maybe Udogi, maybe there's a left back or right back that you're going to need to build up and not keep them at a super high rating, but you're going to need to use them in that exhibition mode that is like the Serie A one we have right now that we'll be getting for Premier League. That's one way that you can look at this. And then, of course, there's going to be some crazy chains like this Kamavinga here. I mean, that's an insane Kamavinga that fits into the express delivery evolution right there. So, again, not a crazy day for Evos, but that's par for the course right now in terms of TOTS Evo content. Now, for SBCs yesterday, we got player picks. We have the 81 plus player pick for the first time this year. It's a 1 of 4. I thought they'd drop it down to a 1 of 3, but they kept it as a 1 of 4, just like the 80 plus pick was. And this is super duper cheap. It is 2 rares, 3 commons. You're turning in 5 players to only get 1 back, but it's an 81 plus 1 of 4 player pick. Also, yesterday we had the 4 of 10. 80 plus player pick, which is a great place to just rinse out some of your common golds because all it requires is common golds. So I would highly recommend doing that one. But I want to open 7 of these 81 plus player picks really quick here and show you guys what you can get from these, because right now the question is, if you're grinding in the menus, what do you do? Do you do the crafting upgrade? Do you do the 81 plus player picks? Or do you do the Serie A specific league upgrade? And as I've been doing some of these player picks, I will say the fodder ratings that you're getting from these are pretty good. I'm getting a lot of 83s and 4s and, you know, the occasional walkout as well. Is the value as good as the TOTS crafting upgrade? I'm going to say no, because you're not getting almost all the cards back that you turn in. Like, you're turning in 5 cards for this, getting 1 back. But in the TOTS crafting, you're turning in 7 cards, getting 5 back, which is really good. But you do get more higher rateds consistently from these. Now, that wasn't that great of a set of player picks, if we're being completely honest, but it also wasn't terrible. So what I would tell you to do is, if you're doing the craftings right now, try a couple of 81 plus player picks. If you're doing the Serie A packs right now, try doing a couple of the 81 plus picks. Just kind of cycle your fodder for your gold rares and non-rares around these 3 different main upgrade packs that we're doing right now, and just figure out which one gives you the best rewards in terms of if you're looking for value or if you're looking for the highest rated cards or the greatest chance of a team of the season. Just filter through those, and whichever one you have the best luck on, I would continue to rip that one. But I think you're going to have to do some TOTS upgrades regardless, just because that gives you so many gold rares. That is the best value return. If you start with this, you're going to get more gold rares back. You could rinse that into the 81 plus picks with some extra commons that you have, you know, and just kind of look at that in however way it is best for your account. But again, it's imperative, do your crafting upgrades just to get the objective done, and make sure you're doing your provisions upgrade every single day and your daily golds. Those are the key to getting a lot of those SBCs done and a lot of those packs crafted for team of the seasons that could be in your packs. Now, also yesterday in SBCs, we had the USA right back Serginho Dest. Now, I'm going to be getting this SBC done. Do I think this card is great? No. I mean, he's got okay play styles, but why did we need the Inventive Plus? We could have used an Intercept Plus or maybe something different to make it the most meta card. But this will be one that I'll be completing for a 4 squad requirement and a price tag of about 126,000 coins just to put him in the USA squad. So for most people, that's going to be a skip. But for me, I will be there. Now, the biggest part of content yesterday was one of the most unexpected things I think any of us thought we were going to see, and it has to do with a store pack. Guys, yesterday in this game, we got the most expensive store pack that we have ever seen in Ultimate Team. Unless I'm wrong, I don't think we've ever seen a store pack that's been 1 million coins. Yesterday, we eclipsed that, and it's not here in my store because I opened it. The Premium Pass Bundle Pack, which gives you the next 3 season passes, the premium season passes, as the reward from this pack. I opened it. If you want to watch the YouTube short or the TikTok video or the Instagram video, we posted it in all those places yesterday. It's one of the most anticlimactic ways you can spend 1.2 million or $25 on this game, because you open the pack for all those coins or those FC points and you click redeem, 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 and it says, congratulations, you have redeemed a future season pass. This will help you in the future. And you're like, what did I just do? So it's kind of delayed gratification in a way. Now, why in the world did I open this? What's the whole deal with this 1.2 million coin pack? Well, the season pass, every single time a new season comes out, is 500,000 coins. times 3, which is what this gives out, the next 3 season passes, season 7, 8, and 9, is 1.5 million coins. So what EA is doing by putting this pack out for only 2 days, it's going to expire on Thursday. But the reason they're doing this is because you can get the next 3 season passes at a little bit of a discount. Instead of 1.5 million coins of season pass value, you can pay 1.2 mil and save yourself 300K. Or instead of 3,000 FC points when you buy the season passes when they come out, you can buy them ahead of time for 2,400 FC points. So you're saving yourself a little dollars, or you're saving yourself a little coins if you do it this way, but you have to wait to actually get those rewards. That's why it's kind of like delayed gratification. And a lot of people are seeing this as a way where EA is kind of like trying to lock people into the game. Like, let's say you bought that pack because, ooh, it's a quote unquote deal, 300,000 coins less than it would be if you just bought the season passes normally. Well, now you feel like you're going to have to come back in the April 23rd release, which is this Thursday, so that's not too far, June 4th for the next season after that, and then July 9th for the next season after that. So it seems kind of like a smart play by EA, a very smart business model move, if you will, for getting people to remember that, oh, I spent this money or I spent this coin, so I need to come in to the season pass when it comes out at that time. And I think EA is absolutely doing that, and EA are very smart with that sort of thing, right? Now, a lot of people are also looking at this and they're saying, Nate, this is just way too expensive. There's no point in me spending 1.2 million coins on that pack. And I agree. I also think this is a piece of content that is for somebody who either is used to spending money on the game or only spending money on season passes, or you just have a lot of coins. Like, if you've got 4 million coins or above, I would say you're safe to open this pack and use the deal that it is, and you won't feel like you're just out a ton of coins. I opened it yesterday because I have a good amount of coins. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have a ton of coins, then I would absolutely not do this, because those coins are more valuable for you right now to maybe get this first season pass for 500,000 coins. But then you can build up your coins after that to make more coins and then afford the next season passes after that. Also, some people are looking at this like, Nate, you could have used that 300,000 coin difference right now to trade and to make more coins. Why spend 1.2 mil when that could have made you a whole lot more coins? Guys, I have 16 million coins. Going down a million isn't going to change that much for me. So that's a very niche problem. But that was something that some people were mentioning yesterday, and I wanted to say that. So it's kind of just a crazy piece of content that most people are going to look at and say, wow, that's crazy expensive. I see the idea behind it, but I'm not going to get involved with it. And I think that's totally okay, and I think it's fine. But it just has that, we use this word a lot, sticker shock price, because it's 1.2 million freaking coins in the store. EA made a lot of money yesterday on that. That's what I tweeted right away when that came out. I was like, the bills must have been due at EA Sports, because you know that they gave people, it's kind of like buying the Ultimate Edition at that 10% or 20% discounted price, whereas so many people use that because they know they're going to play the game. They use that discount to go and buy the game early before the next FC comes out. That's just kind of what this feels like in a way. Like, it's a little bit of a discount EA is giving you. If you know you're going to play the game at that stage anyway, then you can get yourself a little deal. Anyways, that's enough conversation about that crazy store pack. Let's talk about the market really quick before we get into all the leaks for today. Guys, I'm making a little bit of a trade. I wouldn't call this an investment because I am not going to hold on to these cards for very long. This is kind of like a 12-hour, 24-hour trading type situation. But one of the things that I have noticed on these new Team of the Season cards, and this is something to remember into next week as well, especially with Premier League Team of the Season, is that people want to use these cards. They're waking up every day, especially because Weekend League is extended, and they're buying these cards. Yesterday, Zielinski in the early morning hours, late night, early morning, was 83,000 coins. He rose up all the way to 91K in the few hours before the content drop yesterday, and has now come back down. That trend was very common not only yesterday on Monday, but it was very common over the weekend as well. Happened on Saturday morning after the promo Friday night, happened on Sunday morning a little bit, and then of course it just happened yesterday on Monday too. I think it's going to happen today on Tuesday as well. This is why I picked up some Guiglianos, I picked up some McTominays, and I'm looking at Alaj Begovic as well. I was trying to get him for right around 70,000 coins because I think that's a really good deal. I think he can go to like 90K today. Like that's a sort of fluctuation flip that I would look to make with these cards. Again, the cheaper ones seem to be moving sometimes the best. Like you're taking a look at a Chori card who is 75,000 coins right now on a bit of a snipe. Yesterday, he went from 80K up to 86, so there's really not a whole lot of movement there. Had one drop down to 80K again, and then was back up to 86. So maybe that's not a card you want to invest in necessarily, but Alaj Begovic yesterday went from 60K all the way to 91. So I'm trying to get him for like 70 because it looks like people want to use him and he's got a bit of hype. But that's the sort of fluctuation that you can kind of notice now during Team 1 of this promo, and probably expect the same thing to happen during Team 2, especially during a Premier League that is going to have a lot of hype. Now, also, if you're on a low budget, like you're talking about, Nate, 200,000 coin cards are too expensive for me, 1.2 million coin packs are way too expensive for me, don't worry, I got you. We've got the easiest investment of the world right now, and that is 85 rated cards. They're coming back up already a little bit heading into this morning, but look at what these did yesterday. From 800 coins to 1.4K after content. Guys, 85 rateds are the same price as 87 rateds, but they go up more than 87 rateds because 85s are what are required for those provisions packs, right? Buy 85s every single day when Weekend League rewards are still being given out for 900 coins and sell them at 1.5K. around the content drop. List them for an hour before content. You'll get those lazy listings up and you'll make some coins. I know that's some like beginner sort of trading knowledge that we talk about a lot, lazy listing at certain times, but this is going to make you super easy coins if you're on a low budget. You could easily turn 20K into 40, 50, 60,000 coins in a day doing this, filling up your transfer list and buying a bunch of those 85s at 850 to 900 coins, selling them at 1.5 around the new content drop each and every day. So the market's prime for trading. I do wonder though, by the end of this week, especially with all these leaks, what is going to happen to the market. But for right now, the market's doing pretty good. Now let's get into the leaks, guys, because yesterday was a bigger day of leaks than I really envisioned it was going to be. I thought we'd maybe have some of the leaks about Premier League team of the season, and we sure did. But I wasn't expecting the Bombazo tweets. The Bombazo emojis came back out. We have not seen these in a while. Now, this is kind of up to your own interpretation whether or not this was worth it or not for what was leaked right afterwards. But nonetheless, this is fun and interesting news. EA is listening. Interesting. We are so back. Also interesting take. Season 7 brings back evolutions for silver icons, taking them up to the current power curve with 3 playstyle pluses. And with this tweet right here, FIFA Trading Romania showed the 84 Hullet and the 79 Maradona, which are 2 cards that I evoed earlier on in the year when these silver icons were actually allowed to be evolved through chain Evos, right? That's where I got the Hullet as an 81 rated card. So many people had Hullets. I don't see him very often anymore, but this was one of the most popular Evo cards in the game, albeit, 4 months ago now in December and late January. This card was literally everywhere. People were so annoyed with this silver Hullet that you could put in a chain Evos. And like, look at that card. In that stage of the game, he was super cracked. I've got 442 games with this card. Now, I haven't been able to use him for a while because he's kind of fallen behind the curve. Still good, don't get me wrong, but there's other cards that have come out that are better. But I got a Jorginho that's an 80 and a 76 rated Maradona as well that I'm still like maybe excited after seeing that, thinking that I'm going to be able to Evo them. Well, wrong. If you Evoed any of those silver cards for the Evo that we have leaked right now, they will not fit if they are over 74 rated. So that's kind of almost EA saying like, you know what? You got to benefit from our mistake earlier on in the year of those silver cards being evolvable to the heights that they were actually able to be boosted. But this time around, when we're actually going to give the silver icons an Evo, your card won't be able to fit, because the first leak for the World Tour Silver Superstar Icon Evos that we have as a part of this season pass that is upcoming is a max 74 evolution for strikers, it seems, that gives finesse, rapid, and low driven plus and a stats upgrade. He says here, can't wait for everyone to say R9 with finesse, rapid, and low driven is not a Bombazo. I mean, I would counter that with saying I have the R9 from Swap, so is doing this R9 really worth it for me? Yes, R9 from Swaps has 2 playstyle pluses and not 3, but now it's just going to come down to the stats to see how good the stats are compared to that card. But in the other silver icons that we have, and also the new silver icons that we're going to be getting, this is cool, because at the beginning of the year, what made evoing these cards so much fun was the fact that they were icons. Silver icons from the beginning of the year were cool. I know they're not as cool anymore because the novelty of playing with the silvers has kind of fallen off. They haven't given us a World Tour Silver Superstars league that has felt super worth playing unless you really just enjoy using those cards. But now that might change again because it does look like in that tweet, he said EA's listening. It does kind of feel like they are listening to something that we enjoyed earlier on in this year, evoing these silver icon cards. So the thing with the R9 and the Ronaldinho, as they look to be some of the more popular cards that people would want to boost out of this upcoming Evo, is you got to get them done in the next 2 days because they are a part of this current season pass. That's a big part of this leak, and it's kind of nice that this was leaked early, because if this was leaked like a day before the season pass were to come out, then you would really have no time to get Ronaldinho done. You need 30 matches scoring with a 5-star skill move player, really easy. And I got the R9 done because I have R9 in my squad, scoring in 70 separate matches with a Brazilian striker. You know, you can use some of the live events, you can use some of the shorter game modes that we have, like the Triple Threat League right now, to get that done quicker. But if you do want to get R9 or Dino done, those have to be done pretty quick. But this does sound fun to me, and it sounds interesting. And as I take a look at my club, probably going to be Pele for me, who I put into this evolution. But I'm curious at least, how big of the stat boost are we going to get? Of course, you see here R9, 92, 93, 93. That seems crazy. But if these cards are going to 3 playstyle pluses and this Evo is in the season pass, think about the Evos that we have right now. We don't have 3 play style plus Evos. So it might not be something in the season pass that we get at level 5 or level 10. It might be that's at level 30 type of evolution or level 25, somewhere towards the end of that season pass. So it may be something that you could even get a card from the new season pass that's about to come out, like Eto or Fernando Torres or Drogba. If either of those silver icons sound interesting to you, you might be able to get one of those from the new season pass that's coming out on Thursday, and then Evo them through that upcoming silver Evo. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments how you feel. I like the idea of being able to Evo these cards again, although it does kind of seem restricted to a degree with the upgrades that it gives, but it is cool to be able to boost these once again. I just think this is a little bit of a contentious point in the community. Like when I saw the Bombazos tweeted out, I was thinking like, this could be exchanges. This could be icon swaps too. But I wasn't really thinking about this, you know? I kind of just put this off my radar and forgot about evoing the silver icons because I thought it was done and I thought it was over. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments, but I believe it's some sort of opinionated thing. Some people in the community really like this. Others were so annoyed by this that they don't care, that this isn't that Bombazo-worthy sort of leak. Now, I already showed this tweet here, the post with the cards that are coming in the new season pass. These are official stats for cards that are coming in this upcoming new season 7 that is going to be on Thursday. Again, official stats here for these players. Ansu Fati looks pretty crazy. Dirk Kuyt looks pretty crazy as well. Iago Aspas looks good. Xerxes looks decent, but the playstyle pluses being press proven, low driven, and technical aren't that good. And I'm disappointed by the icons, except for Casillas here. Iniesta with a big pace and shooting boost. Only +1 passing and dribbling over his knockout royalty card in game, but incisive, technical, and inventive plus. I was hoping for 4 playstyle pluses on this card. Maybe EA, I guess, are saying it's too soon for that, because if this season pass ends at the very beginning of June, how many of us are going to have 4 playstyle plus cards in our team? Probably not many, because there's only like 1 TOTS card or 2 TOTS cards per week right now. At that rate, that have 4 playstyle pluses, I mean. At that rate, we're going to have like 10 TOTS cards or 12 TOTS cards with 4 playstyle pluses by the end of Team of the Season, when this would maybe be obtainable. So I guess that's why they're not doing it, but I'm still underwhelmed by the playstyle plus choices there. I do think Casillas looks really good and comparable, if not better, to the Oliver Kahn that we just had in this pass. So, you know, I've already kind of locked in by paying 1.2 million coins. The fact that I'm doing this next premium pass, and I'm locked into that. But, you know, hopefully there's some good Evos inside of that, and maybe some more Silver Superstar, the silver icon Evos involved as well. So that's kind of big news. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on that in the comments, like I've said multiple times. Now, let's take a look at the other very big leagues from yesterday, and that is the Premier League Team of the Season. We also have the Women's Super League and the EFL Combined TOTS is coming as well. All TOTS cards coming into packs on Friday. There's a lot of people who believe there were players robbed from this Premier League team of this season. We've got Haaland, Rice, Gabriel, Bruno Fernandes, VVD, Cherki, Ekitike Saliba, Enzo Fernandez, Joao Pedro, Cucurella, Bruno Guimaraes, David Raya, Soboslai, Igor Thiago, Semenyo, Timber, Donnarumma, Xhaka, Reece James, Lewis Hall, and Garner. Now, this is the official team of the season. These are not official stats. These are predicted stats. And of course, all these cards are shown as regular team of the seasons, but a few of them are probably going to be purple cards, the TOTS breakout items as well. If I had to guess who would be in there, maybe Garner, maybe Hall, and then maybe Ekitike as well, if I had to choose one more. A lot of people are looking at this and saying, how in the world has Chelsea got 4 team of the season cards with where their form is and where they're sitting in the league? Again, the one response that I have to that is this is a fan-voted, at least fan-inspired, community-inspired team of the season. So maybe the Chelsea fans just voted incredibly well, and EA wanted the Chelsea cards to get in. We don't know what the percentage of our vote makes up the final tally for who gets chosen in this team, but they've got 4 Chelsea cards that are in. I do think that a couple of them are deserved, but with things like this, you guys always know there's a lot of contention for who's deserved, who's not. Why is this player in? Why is this player left out? My next question is for Prem Tots. Who are the SBCs going to be? And who's the 4-play style plus card or cards going to be? If I had to guess from this team who I think it would be, I'd have to guess Bruno Fernandes. I think he could be player of the year this year. And I think Erling Haaland. In this prediction, Erling Haaland's got 4. Bruno only has 3. But since it's Prem Tots, I wonder if we're going to get 2 players with 4-play style pluses. Of course, we have Messi and we have Modric right now for Serie A and MLS. But I'm going to imagine that we maybe get 2 for Prem. Maybe we won't get 1 for the Women's Super League and the EFL, but who knows? Speaking of those teams, again, I want to take a look at these leagues for the players that are in, but I don't want to just look at it too much because we don't know the official stats yet. For the Women's Super League team of the season, there's some really good cards in here. Like, some of these might fly under the radar and be absolutely insane. Mariona, she's the team of the year. It's insane, right? Bunny Shaw. I had Bunny Shaw's TOTS card last year. She was wicked. Her shooting was ridiculous. Alyssa Thompson's going to be super fast. You've got Park. You've got Midema, who had that flashback card earlier in the year that was very good. Letizier at center back. Hasagawa had that crazy center mid card during Jogo Bonito that a lot of people did via SBCs. You've got another McCabe card coming in there down at the bottom. And then Holt from Spurs. I think she had a fantasy card that was pretty decent as well. And a couple of other cards who could be pretty good. I mean, this Women's Super League team this season, I mean, we don't have all like official stats yet, but this does look like a very solid team in terms of the players that are getting released here in terms of what could be the meta. And then for the EFL combined team of the season, I'm super stoked here to see Haji Wright get a card for Coventry, of course, going up to the Premier League. We've got Hackney involved in this team. O'Shea, we've got involved in this team. And then plenty of other players. Screenshot that, zoom in on that if there's a club or a player that you're most interested in that's coming in that EFL TOTS. Remember, it's a good idea to keep your silver and bronze packs around because that Haji Wright specifically as a silver base card. So if a silver pack is in your store, you will be able to pack one of those team of the season cards. You have to be very lucky, but it is possible to pack a silver base card as a current team of the season in packs if their base card is silver, or if it's bronze, you could pack their team of the season card as well. So again, the Premier League leak is the big one, and a lot of people are shouting their opinions and voicing what they believe on whether or not this is deserved or not. But there's just, the Premier League has another level to it, like thinking about that Cherokee card. This Cherokee card is going to be ridiculous. This Semenyo card is going to be crazy. This Igor Thiago, I mean, even with the FUT birthday card that he has, looks like it could be pretty crazy as well. Soboslai, he's had a couple of decent cards this year. That card might be really good. Granit Xhaka might be a cheap beast. I remember some Granit Xhaka team of the seasons, or maybe it was last year or 2 years ago at Leverkusen. That card was very, very good. This Timber card could end up being very, very good as well with the right back and the center back position. It's going to be interesting with this squad, and I'm even contemplating starting to save a few packs for the team of the season, Premier League, Women's Super League, and EFL combined that is going to be coming out on Friday. So make that decision for yourself, but let's rein it back in and not talk about Friday, but talk about what's happening today on Tuesday. Because guys, if you look back in the history of team of the season content, one of the SBCs that we look forward to the most are the guaranteed TOTS packs that we get every single week of team of the season. We're talking from the beginning of TOTS, where we used to start with the most consistent or the most improved team of the season, or what was it? Most consistent, and then there was another word for it, but most consistent was what it was called the most. And then every single league after that, Premier League, League One, La Liga, Bundesliga, we would have these guaranteed TOTS packs, similar to how we had the Trophy Titans guaranteed player picks and packs over the past 2 weeks of that promo. Last year in FC 25, just for reference, was no different. In the first week of League One team of the season, we had a League One TOTS upgrade. We also normally get a TOTS upgrade for the lower level league. So this time around, since we have 4 team of the season leagues that are in packs right now, maybe they'll do a MLS only pack. Maybe they'll do an Eredivisie / rest of Europe TOTS combined pack. We could have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Crazy it would be that way. There could be, though, since there's 4 TOTS squads, there could be 4 guaranteed TOTS packs all in the next couple of days. That is what I kind of wanted to mention. But with that, there's no pack added to the code that's a specific singular league. Like, we don't have any just MLS TOTS packs added to the code. We don't have any just rest of Europe or Eredivisie, or even Serie A for that matter. Just singular one league TOTS pack that is added to the code. All we have is the Serie A / MLS team of the season pack, which of course some of those are in objectives and they're in weekend league rewards as well. So what I think I would watch for today is watch for pack code to be added, watch Foot Scoreboard, watch Twitter in general. We'll be talking about it on the stream today if you want to, tap into the stream as well. We'll be looking for a pack code that is released that looks like it could be for an SBC today or tomorrow. It's not a guarantee that it would be today on Tuesday, but Tuesdays and Wednesdays in the past couple of months have been the days where we've gotten those guaranteed promo pack SBCs for the cards that are currently in packs, and it should be cheap. You're like, oh my goodness, Nate, am I going to need another inform or more 85s and 86s? Well, you might need 85s and 86s, and that's why I would say even a better reason to buy the 85s, 86s, maybe even 87s for under 1,000 coins, because you're going to need those. But I don't think they would only require a team of the week. Team of the weeks right now are 21,000 coins and still continuing to rise. This would probably be an SBC that requires team of the week or team of the season. So watch out for that. Get a little bit of fodder ready and be on the lookout for that today or tomorrow. The other SBC that we're on the lookout for is a new upgrade pack. The 85 plus times 3, thankfully, is going away. EA, don't want to see this SBC again. We've seen it now a couple weeks in a row because they flip-flop, right? The 86 times 2 comes out. It only requires gold rares. Then the 85 times 3 comes out, and it requires these annoying 83 squads. This finally goes away again today. If the 86 times 2 replaces it, we're happy again, because all that requires is gold rares, and it's super easy to do, and it's a higher rated guarantee. So thankfully that one's going away. If they wanted to make it an 86 by 3, though, definitely would not complain. So we'll cross our fingers to that and watch out for that today. Other than that, this is not like Trophy Titans where we were guaranteed daily player SBCs, daily evolutions. We may not get an Evo today. We may not get a player SBC today. So that's one thing to kind of watch out for, but we will be getting free packs from watching the Eredivisie. That's the Eredivisie games that are going to be broadcast on the Twitch channel from EA Sports today. There's going to be an 85 plus and an 86 times 2 up for grabs for that one. And of course, this is the part of the big objective with Serie A and then the CONMEBOL Libertadores, which is going on in the next couple of weekends, for some free packs there. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. And then, like I mentioned as well, now's a good time to check your objectives because of this season ending, whether it's R9, whether it is the Ronaldinho you want to get done, or if it's like me here, I got to play 6 more games in this triple threat weekly play, because again, it's played 9, but you can only play 6 games per day. To get this final weekly one done, I've got a Playstyle Evo and a Festival Football Answer the Call Guarantee Pack still to go from that, but I might as well get that done, get a few Evos done, and also consider the new Get Rich Quick League, because there's only 3 games per day in that one. So this week for me is going to be Serie A TOTS Exhibition, the Get Rich Quick League, and then some Rivals gameplay kind of fit in there as well. I really want to value the exhibition because I think that's maybe the most important mode that's a live event right now that we have to play, with the Get Rich Quick being after that, and then Rivals being in there as well because we need the Rivals points and the rewards. But I definitely want to get the exhibition done because of how that impacts the future live events that we're getting during Team of the Season. Guys, also got to do a quick shout out. I mean, we had our best weekend league finish in the 15-game weekend league era yesterday. We were able to pull off in the first weekend league of TOTS, which is crazy. I don't know how I pulled this off. A 12-3 record, 12 wins at Foot Champs with the lads in the back, Tim Ream, our new center back, Vieira, Evo. We had Sonny over here on the left, and guys, I didn't like Sonny right away, but you can see 15 games of Foot Champs. He absolutely cooked. The 12th win, he scored 4 goals. He locked it down for us. He was so much better at left mid than striker. It was not even funny. But my red picks, if you guys maybe saw, I posted them on Twitter. They were cheeks. 12 wins got me Rolled On and Trier, and I made about 300,000 coins from the rewards from the quick sell that I made from a couple of cards that I was able to pack tradable in the tradable TOTS pack, and then of course the coins that they give you overall. So I did not make a ton of coins. Like I sold Zielinski for 87k and Indica for 47, so that was like 120 plus 175 plus a couple of our small things, rounds out to about 300,000 coins. It's nice to make coins off of that for sure, but also it's like, man, I was really hoping for my best ever weekend league finish to bring some juice in terms of red picks, because the red picks are what we're after, right? At least for me. Yeah, you have the opportunity to make coins, but the red picks for me is what I'm really playing for. That's really what I'm motivated to chase the most and to get the best rewards in, just because it's something that you can take with you that's kind of like, it's red. There's some specialty and novelty to it because you know that you got that in a very significant place where you can only get that reward, or you can't get the red TOTS picks anywhere else. So that's the video for today. A bit of a longer one, but guys, there's so much to discuss right now in this game. I know sometimes that all the content can get to be too much, and I completely understand. I think that's going to be one of the things that I mentioned to EA in communication with them. And as always, I love your guys' comments down below. They read the comments, at least they say they do, and I want to bring some of your guys' thoughts and your opinions and questions and stuff like that to EA, especially during the summer when sort of the communication opens back up a little bit more again, especially like heading into the new game and stuff like that. Like I want them to be able to know what we have liked and what we have not liked about this game, and even team of the season in general, to be able to give them quality feedback, because the more feedback that we give, the better chance we have of enjoying whatever comes next with this game, and especially, you know, the FC27 situation, which, yeah, it's a whole nother deal this year heading into FC27 based on how EA started to communicate well this year in FC26, but then didn't end well. Like right now where we're at, not getting a whole lot of communication. It's going to be very interesting to see how EA bounce back from that. All they have to do is be honest and say, yeah, we didn't follow through. We messed up. This didn't work. Some honesty and some transparency there, I think, would go a long way for the community. We said game's gone yesterday in the stream, but also at the same time, EA might be able to save face. Who knows? Anyways, I'm starting to yap too much. Let's have a day on this Tuesday, guys. If you have any comments, drop them down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on everything from this video, because there was just so much going on there. I'll be reading those after this goes live, and I will see you guys in a stream today on Tuesday. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you in the stream. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.